All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kodash, the warrants to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations and much love to all you brothers out there pushing out this word and truth and sincerity. All right, and today, we want to do a lesson on America's judgment is at hand. All right, and we're going to go according to the scriptures, Revelation chapter 17, and we're going to bring out some precepts as we go on. All right, but if any brothers want to say anything before we get kicked off, go ahead. While I check, make sure we're on live. Go ahead, brothers.
Yeah, come on, because we clearly at the end of a great rulership, and brothers can see through the spirit that there was many prophecies coming to pass. If you're in the spirit, you can see it, of course. If you're not a retard, complete retard, you can see that this kingdom that we live in is about to come to crash into an end. And at the end of the day, man, you either with it or you're not. And you're going to fall. You can either fall with it or you can rise up. Be saved out of it.
Okay.
It's like.
You got anything to say, brother?
No.
Sorry, comments. All right. If a brother want to go ahead and start reading from the top.
Okay, I can read it. I have it up here.
Yeah.
All right. So we're in the book of Revelation, chapter 17. We're going to start from the top, verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
And that great whore, all right, it's talking about America, okay? All right, America is that great whore, and then that great waters is going to go into later in that chapter. But continue, brother.
Verse 2.
Revelation 14.
Verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
God, so because the kings of the earth, all right, meaning these different nations have committed fornications, meaning they took on all the philosophies, okay? First and foremost, their democracy, all right, their way of living, all right, their religions, all right, because America, even though it didn't create these religions, all right, they're the ones that push out, all right, the religions on the forefront, all right, they push out all these wickedness throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? So, like the scripture say, whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, all right, speaking about America, because everybody follows America, okay? Whatever is going on in America, that's what the rest of the world is doing, okay? If America pushes out homosexuals, guess what? That country is sure to follow afterwards, whatever country it may be.
It says next too, actually.
Go ahead.
It says, reading again, Revelation chapter 17, verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Hey, and that's what these countries have been, these kingdoms have been made drunk with the the wine of her fornication, man. Meaning that the philosophies of this place, man. All right, you can be a homosexual, boom. Now every country in America, they doing nothing but being, or every country in the world, they want to be nothing but homosexuals now. All right. Right, they say this, everybody else want to do that. They say that, everybody want to do this. Get that real quick in Revelation 14.
This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen.
So this goes to show you, because it's going to get into it later in the chapter, but this is to back it up, all right? Because this whore is Babylon, okay? Meaning America. This place that we're living in here in the United States of America, all right, it's spiritually Sodom, it's spiritually Gomorrah, spiritually Egypt, right? But what? It's Babylon. This is Babylon the Great, all right? The virgin daughter of Babylon. Go ahead, read it again, Baba Kashar.
Says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
That's right, and that's what we just read in Revelation 17:2. All right, because the other kings, all right, these other countries, these other governments have drinking of the wine of this whore. All right, like the brother just read. Read it again, Baba Kashar, one more time.
And it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen.
Babylon. So it's talking about Babylon here specifically. Go ahead.
Is fallen, that great city, because she
that great city. Go ahead.
Because she made all nations.
It goes to show you Babylon is considered a woman. She. Go ahead.
Because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All right, so she made them drink of the wine of her fornication, so to say, the wrath of her fornication. So, all right, that whore, all right, that I was talking about. Where did it say? I will show you the agreement. And that where's it at? Where were we at? Verse 2. Go ahead and read verse 2 again. In Revelation 17.
Verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Kind of. So her, you know, it was in verse 1 where it said of the great whore, but now you see who it's talking about. That great whore is talking about Babylon. Okay, this is the Babylon we live in. It's not talking about the ancient Babylon. Okay, why would John, all right, as scholars call him, John the Revelator, be talking about Babylon when Babylon had already long been gone? So clearly he's talking about a Babylon to come. Okay, go ahead, brother. Oh, actually,
Jeremiah.
What you got?
Jeremiah 51.
What verse?
Starting at verse 7.
Verse 7. Go ahead. Well, actually, hold that. Actually,
read that later.
Yeah, that'll be good for verse. Just hold that for right now.
Read verse 3.
Go ahead. What you got?
Obadiah.
Okay, go ahead. Obadiah what?
16.
Okay.
Because since we were, it was saying, there it says, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Okay. So I got a precept on that. This is Obadiah, verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Okay, so that same cup that Esau has been passing around the world for the people to drink, specifically the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because that's who Esau, okay, that's who America has mainly focused on to serve that drink. Well, that same drink that we had to drink, Esau is gonna have to drink that same cup, but it's gonna be forced down his throat, and then he's gonna get put to death, man.
Kind of, because our people is the main ones taking this cup of the wine of this, right? The wine of this fornication, all right? Because our people are the ones taking on these philosophies, okay? All right, even though that's talking about the slavery, the cup of slavery, all right. But what our people are the main ones taking on these philosophies, taking on this democracy, all right. But this is Revelation chapter 18, real quick. Get Nahum chapter 3 real quick. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk, and this is the point, verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, meaning those philosophies, okay? Because you go out to any country in the world, And guess what? They following after what America pushes out, man. All right, that's why it's talking about Babylon the Great, man. All right, it's talking about her philosophies, you know.
Well, good.
The wickedness. Go ahead.
Good example of that is the music industry. Okay.
Yeah.
You had if it, you know, all this rap and you know, the music style that you know of in today's time. Okay, all that started here in America. That was pushed on Jake, and then Jake was shown out for the world so that the world can look at it and be like, oh, that's cool.
Yep.
And now you got Gooks rapping. Okay, you got Hamites trying to rap. You got all types of people all around the world trying to be rappers, man.
Even if they're not trying to rap, they listen to Jake music. But what? Is that what they were rapping about? They were rapping about the wickedness of this place, man. So everybody, all right, you got now you got gangbangers in China. Now you got gangbangers in places you never even heard of. Because what? Because they took that cup, all right, of the wickedness, the fornication. Okay, this is back in Revelation 18 verse 3. For all, it said, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So what? These different countries are becoming rich through what? Through dealing with this whore, all right? Through dealing with the Babylon the Great, all right? Through dealing deceitfully with this whore. They've all taken on the philosophies of the whore, right? And they've all become rich.
That's because McDonald's is.
Yeah, you kind of go ahead, brother. Say it.
You gonna see, like, all right, you're gonna go to a place like Japan, or a place like we call it Vietnam. Yeah, they got like McDonald's and Applebee's out there. Those are American franchises. And they don't eat that. They weren't normally eating those things back in the 80s, 70s, 60s. All right, that started coming over there as soon as America started getting at its peak. All right, and then what? America is all over the world. They have military bases all over the world, which what sets it up so that these different governments, these lower governments, have nothing but to do but to follow after the laws of America, the Western world, really. All right, so now you get the people over there. The regular people, the citizens, they're gonna want. They see it on TV now. They're gonna want it over there. Now there's a demand over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I want. We should have McDonald's over here. And they bring it. Oh, we want Wrangler jeans. You know, we want to wear Sean John. All right. And the next thing you know, you go to a place like Tibet, and they got that over there. And then you get what a big American tourist market. So Americans are going over there. So now you have American tourists going over there. Americans don't want to eat that Thai food. They want, they want to eat chicken nuggets.
Okay.
All right.
That's why the scripture in Revelation 18 verse 3 it said, "For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." So what? So the only way these countries are going to become rich is by drinking that cup of fornication. All right. No, you got to get a McDonald's. All right. You got to set up a Pies chicken. All right. You got to sell pork in Saudi Arabia to become rich. You know.
And so like, but Jake has to do the same thing, but they have to sell out.
Yep.
They have to do all types of wickedness just so they can get those riches, man. So they have to take that drink of that cup of the fornication of Babylon, man.
Yeah.
Okay. And I got a quick precept with that. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 21. It reads straight to the point. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
Right.
You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. Man.
That's right, man. So you can't be part of this world's philosophies, America's this whore's philosophies, and be part of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, it's impossible. Okay. It ain't you can't serve one master. You can't love one master You gotta hate one master and love the other, man. Simple as that. You can't serve two masters, man.
Hey, so that cuts the whole Christian doctrine that everyone's going to be saved, man. Okay. Because the scriptures just said you can't be partakers of the Lord's table and partakers of the devil's table, man. Okay. So if the law is done away with, that means you can just do whatever the hell you want. You can be partaking in the table of the devil and so-called still be able to be saved. But that contradicts what the scriptures say. Okay.
Hey, brother, if you can read that Revelation 17:2 again, Bubba Shaw.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 2, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Okay.
All right.
All the inhabitants of the earth, all the inhabitants, not just the kings, all the inhabitants. All right, because you got some random gooks in China trying to follow after these Babylonian customs. All right, they want to dress like people in America dress. They want to do in Pakistan what people here in America are doing. All right, but go ahead and read that, Nehum.
Start at 1,
3, and 4.
Verses 3 and 4.
Yeah, verse 4.
Okay. This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms.
All right. Go ahead.
Of the well-favored harlot.
Or the well-favored harlot. Who's that well-favored harlot? It's talking about America. The same whore that it's talking about in the book of Revelation 17. That well-favored harlot. Because what? America is well-favored, man. Everybody loves America. There was a point in time where everybody wanted to come to America. But since it's on the decline, everybody trying to get the fuck out of here. But go ahead.
Of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft.
The mistress of witchcraft. Go ahead.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms. Hey, did not America sell nations through her whoredoms? They sold Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Point blank and period. Go ahead.
And families through her witchcrafts.
We don't need to explain that. Go ahead.
Behold, this is verse 5. I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts.
That's against that well-favored whore. All right, go ahead.
I will discover the skirts, discover thy skirts upon thy face.
That's right, man. So what? Well, if you're walking down the street, right, and you got a bitch wearing a skirt, and that shit fly over her head, what are you gonna see? You're gonna see her private parts, man. You're gonna see her for being exposed. Okay, go ahead.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness.
That's right, man. So the Most High is showing these nations the nakedness of America, man, exposing America, especially through this devil Trump, man. All right, that was it on that. But continue on verse 3, brother. Revelation 17,
verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
And the scarlet means red. Go ahead.
Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
And that's talking about NATO and the EU. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness in her fornication.
Kind of that filthiness and abomination is talking about philosophy. Now, brother, get Jeremiah 51:7. Because that's what America is, man. It's that beautiful woman, all right, covered in purple, because purple is a royal color, all right, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. That means that's something that people, look up to, so to say, as royalty. All right, but go ahead and get that, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Hey, so now we're gonna connect Babylon with this whore, okay? All right, even though it's gonna in the next verse in Revelation 17, it's gonna really specify it, but we're gonna go precept upon precept, all right? Because now we're gonna connect this whore that rides upon the beast, all right, with Babylon. Go ahead and read it again, brother.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, yes.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7, it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's Yahweh's hand.
Mm-hmm.
That made
Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Meaning the Most High allowed this place to go on. All right. The Most High sanctioned this place to do what it had to do. Go ahead.
That made all the earth drunken.
Uh-huh.
The nations have drunken of her wine.
That's right. And going back to verse 2, that's because it said that the whore made the kings and the inhabitants of the earth drink of the cup. All right, drink of that wine, the over fornication. All right, now you understand that woman, that whore, is talking about Babylon. Go ahead.
It says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
That's right. That's why you got these people around the world bugging the hell out, man. Because what? They fall on under a wicked ass ruler, so to say. All right, they following after some wicked philosophies. All right, and we talking about America, man. Okay, everybody around the world is following after what America got to say. Oh, if you don't do this, we're gonna put sanctions on you. You do this, we'll give you a high five on the back, and that's about it. So everybody wants to follow after America or Babylon the Great, or that great whore. But what if you know anything about whores, man? They'll make you feel nice, and then guess what? They're gonna make you feel like shit right afterwards, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
That's good on actually.
We could go back to that later.
Yeah, go back to Revelation 17, verse 5.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written. All right, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Yeah, man. So this whore, this great whore, all right, is considered is Mystery Babylon the Great. All right, the mother of harlots or the mother of fornications, right? All right, the mother of abominations.
It says Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Yeah, and another word for harlots is fornication. Because what does a harlot do? It cause you to commit fornication. Okay, and that's what this whore is doing, man. This whore is causing all these countries, all right, all these kingdoms, different kingdoms on the earth to commit fornication. By what? By taking heed to these philosophies, man. Because wine is considered a philosophies in the scriptures, man. So all these countries is taking heed and sipping on this philosophies or this wine that his harlot got set up for them. All right, so this is the mother of them. All right, continue.
Verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Because what? This system that's set up now is nothing but the Roman Empire, all right, reincarnated. Go ahead.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
Because the ancient Roman Empire 2,000 years ago, there many of the actually most of the, if not 99% of them, were put to death. Okay, that's why they were martyrs for Yahushua. Go ahead.
And when I saw her, I wondered with a great admiration.
God, so when John the Revelator, as scholars like to call him, when he seen this vision, he actually fell in love. He was admiring this whore, all right? Because what? There was one point where, like I said earlier, everybody wanted to come to America. Oh, come get your dreams. Oh, you come be everything you can be here in America. Do this, do that. Hey, you can be whatever you want to be in America. You want to be an actor, become an actor. You want to be the president of the United States, you can become the president. You can do whatever you want in America, right? So everybody falls in love with America. The Star Spangled Banner niggas come out tooting the flute, all right, beating on drums and shit, right? So hey, look, even John fell in love with the whore. So how much more these people today? All right. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
No.
And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman
Uh-huh.
and of the beast that carrieth her, which
Right.
hath the 7 heads and the 10 horns.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit
Uh-huh.
and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is.
Kind of. So get that Revelation 13 and 1. Revelation 13 and 1. Real quick.
Revelation chapter. You want me to get it?
I'm gonna get it. But we're gonna prove why the scripture said that beast that thou sawest was and is not. All right, because it's talking about the Roman Empire. Okay. All right, because at one point the Roman Empire was in power, but guess what? Then it wasn't. All right, and then at the end of that verse, it said, "When they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is." Okay, so that means, well, go ahead and get it. Start at the top.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10.
And start once. Verse 1.
Verse 1, I meant.
And y'all, if you can get Revelation chapter 20. Good.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and
Mhm.
saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
All right, and this is that same beast that's talking about that we just read in verse 8, Revelation 17 and 8. The same beast. It's because it said, let me read it again. The beast that thou sawest was and is not. Go ahead.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
All right, so in the verse before that, verse 7, 17 to 7, it was talking about 7 heads and 10 horns. Go ahead.
And upon his horns 10 crowns.
Uh-huh.
And,
Go ahead.
and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Uh-huh. We read that in the same chapter again. Go ahead.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard,
Uh-huh.
and his feet were as the feet of a bear,
Keep going.
and his mouth as of the mouth of a lion.
Keep going.
And the dragon gave him his power
Yep.
and his seat and great authority.
That dragon speaking about the whole Edomite system. Go ahead.
And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
So one of the heads was wounded to death, meaning that it was no longer gonna be. All right, because it was wounded. Go ahead.
And his deadly wound was healed.
All right, so now, brother, if you got Revelation chapter 20, go ahead. Start at the top.
Revelation 20,
Second
verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven having the key of the bottomless pit and the great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is
Salakia, start at the top. Start again, Babu Shah.
Revelation chapter 20, verse 1. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven.
So like, and this is now we're gonna see how that beast was wounded. Go ahead.
Having the key of the bottomless pit and the great
Speaking
chain,
about Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
and the great chain in his hand.
And that bottomless pit is talking about Europe. Yep.
And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent,
That old.
which is the devil and Satan,
Yep.
and bound him 1,000 years.
So that's when the beast was wounded, when he got bound up in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years. All right, and keep going. Oh,
Verse
actually, where you at? What verse you at?
3.
Okay, keep going.
And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
Exactly. So that's how he got wounded. All right, and got healed again. All right, because he was gone. The beast was chained up, so to say, in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years. All right, and then he got healed, and then he was loose for a season. And then back in Revelation 17, if you can read that, brother, verse 8 again.
Verse 8, chapter 7, Revelation 17, verse 8, it says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
So now you understand what the bottomless pit is and what beast we talking about. Go ahead.
And go into perdition.
And the word perdition means destruction. So what he went into destruction after he came out of that bottomless pit. Go ahead.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder.
Yep.
Whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
So that beast, because this is at the time this was written, all right, John the Revelator was on the island of Patmos, all right, and guess what? The Romans were still ruling, so that's why it says, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. All right, so it's past, present, and future. Mm-hmm. Okay, because at the beginning it says that thou sawest was and is not. All right, it's the same thing. Because what? It was the Roman Empire. It was not when they went into the Dark Ages. And guess what? In the Renaissance era, right, late 1300s, early 1400s, is when they started coming back into power. Yep. All right, that beast came back into power. All right. You got a precept?
I was just gonna say that beast and now is would be called NATO.
Okay. Yep. We're gonna get to that. But if you got that 2 Thessalonians, because now we're gonna see what we're talking about, that perdition. Because it said and go into perdition. So meaning that beast was gonna commit perdition. And if while this brother get this scripture, if you can, Bob Shaw, get that word there. Perdition in the blue letter.
Is it
2 and 3?
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead, keep going. Actually,
for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
And that falling away, we already gone through. All right, that falling away was us forgetting who we were. All right, because through all the nations or through all our captivities, we knew who we were. All right. The Babylonian captivity, we knew we were Israelites. The Medo-Persian Empire, we knew we were Israelites.
Actually, I think that's talking about the 70 AD.
Well, kind of. But
that goes on.
The Medo-Persian Empire, we knew we were Israelites. All right. The Greek Empire, we knew we were Israelites, and the Roman Empire, we knew we were Israelites. All right, but this is the only place that we didn't know we were Israelites. Yeah. All right, keep going. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Keep going.
It says, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
The son of destruction. All right, the son of death and destruction, man. And who was that on the planet Earth, man? There's the only person that goes around destroying shit, man. All right, you don't have Hamites going around destroying shit just for fun. You got these damn devils doing that. And it's talking about these people that come from the beast, man. All right?
You want me to get them? I got them right here.
What?
The 7 heads.
I got them. Oh, hold on, though. He's coming. Keep going.
You want me to bring up perdition?
Verse 4. You read verse 4?
No, not yet. Who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High.
So this the same beast is the what they say, the son of perdition.
It says the son of perdition.
Exactly. This the same son of perdition is exalting himself as the Most High. Who was doing that on the planet Earth? The people that come from this beast, man. All right. The matter of fact, the people that create this beast, man. The people that how you say the culminate the beast, man. The son of perdition. All right. All right, go ahead and continue, brother.
Who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
I mean, if you don't understand this in 2018, by now, if you don't know who's trying to exalt themselves as the Most High, then you need a reality check, my man.
They Salaka, they got robotic bees, okay, so that you can continue to pollinate when he's the reason why there are no bees, okay. Then he does his cloning program, trying to create humans and animals, okay. He's trying to do everything that the Most High does, but he's not able to do it, man. Okay.
And who's the one telling you can be different genders and this and that? All right. Who's the one telling you can have rights if you're a faggot?
Everything that occurs on Earth or in space, Esau always got to try to come out with some explanation, and then he tries to recreate the Big Bang. They evolution. Got that one machine over there in Europe that sends the particles colliding.
The particle collider,
and trying to create the Big Bang, and they try to create what's it called?
Black holes.
Wormholes. Okay, and they also created some device. I don't know too much on it, but that is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, because they want to be like the Most High, man.
Hey, look at this nigga, the nigga that just died, Stephen Hawking. Okay. He was supposed to be one of the smartest men on Earth, but the nigga can't even talk, man. That's nothing but the bullshit, man. If you niggas believe that nigga was smart and he was actually speaking, then you deserve a missile, man.
Front, yeah, the whole thing's a front.
I deal with people like that all day, man. And that nigga was below these niggas that I deal with, man. That nigga had no ounce of life in him. But you got people taking away what would come out his digital computer, his dick, and then people would take that wholeheartedly and shit. But this nigga don't even know how to walk. He can't even wipe his ass. But you taking everything he says for heart, you know? You taking it to the heart. Nigga can't even blink. Nigga just motherfuckers gotta wipe his ass for him. All right, nigga got rash on his ass because he been on a chair for 30 years, but he's supposed to be the smartest man on the planet. You people need death, man. You people need fucking death, man. This nigga can't even get up, man. And I was, you know, just not to go all talk, but I was going through memes on Google. Man, these people be clowning that nigga, but people actually believe that he was the smartest man on Earth, man. A fucking crippled. A fucking decrepit Edomite cripple. It's supposed to be the smartest person on Earth.
Astrophysicist, man.
A physicist at that.
That's out of here, man.
That just goes to show you the level of intelligence you have to be someone great in Esau's scientific world, man. Okay, you can literally be retarded and crippled, not able to wipe your own ass or do anything.
But you're the smartest person.
You get all types of Nobel Prizes in this world.
But like the brother said, though,
go ahead, say it again, brother.
It's like the brother Ash was saying, though. You know, not to go off topic, though, but that whole thing with that man is the front, man. He wasn't no smart man. They put that up there as a front to deceive you people, man. So you can have an idol to worship, basically. Mm-hmm. All that was an idol. All right. You worship him. Oh yeah, he's the smartest man on the earth. Oh, he came up with this theory and that theory. All right, but the truth be told, he wasn't coming up with nothing. You got a team of people dressing them up and putting them on camera, and basically what they're doing is they're programming the damn chair to say what he wants to say. So yeah, I believe that, and you're being deceived. But not to go off topic, you know.
They were pushing limits to see how simple you niggas would be. How much bullshit you would believe. And you got people believing that a nigga that can't even move his goddamn mouth was the smartest man on the planet. That's how simple these people are. That's why the Most High is coming to kill the mass majority of people on this planet, man. But nonetheless, what you got? What you got, brother?
I got the perdition.
You got that word perdition? Go ahead and get that.
All right. Perdition.
All right. It starts with the A, I believe.
It does. See if I'll play it. Hold on. For some reason, I don't want to say it. Yeah, it's Apolia.
Yeah.
They say it's not going to say it for some reason. But anyways, it's a feminine noun. It means destroying, utter destruction of vessels, a perishing, ruin, destruction of money.
Okay.
The destruction which consists of eternal misery in hell. And some other words would be destruction, waste, damnable, to die, perish.
And that's what this beast does. All right, it does nothing but destroy. Okay. You got a precept to go. Okay, continue to read on verse 9, brother. 17:9, Revelation.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 9.
Yeah.
And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains.
So go ahead, actually keep going.
On which the woman sitteth.
Read the next verse.
Verse 10. And there are 7 kings.
So that goes to show you that it's not talking about literal mountains. It's not talking about Mount Everest and Mount Kilimanjaro. It's talking about governments, all right? Because when a lot of times when the scriptures speak about mountains, it's talking about governments, all right? And these 7 kings would be or the seven mountains would be what? The Greeks.
Nations.
Well, you got them? You got them?
Okay.
Read them down.
It's the Greeks,
the
British, Germania Minor, Germania Major, Spanish, French, and the Romans.
And you say Great Britain, right?
I said British, but Great Britain.
Yeah, that's talking about those Edomite ran empires, okay? Right.
And where they include Russia, though, right?
And that's what the woman is sitting on. All right, because the beast, all right, is NATO. Those 7 heads is NATO. All right, and where did America come from? It came from 3 of those countries. So what is back in America as far as its philosophies, and who reinforces those things that America pushes out? Mainly these countries. All right, go ahead.
And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen.
All right, and that 5 are fallen. All right, it's talking about the Greeks, the Spanish, Germania Major, Germania Minor, and the French, or they were going by in that day the Gauls. All right, that's talking about those 5 that are fallen. Go ahead.
And one is
speaking about great. So like the one is speaking about Rome. The Roman Empire that was at that time, because like we said earlier, at this time when John the Baptist was on the island of Patmos, Rome was in power. So when it says and one is all right, because it said it was 7 heads, right? So those 5 heads that we just named had fallen, right? And one is speaking about the Roman Empire that was in power at the time. Go ahead.
And one is, and the other is not yet come.
And that's talking about the Great Britain, all right, or Britannica, so to say, all right. That's talking about Britain. Go ahead.
And when he cometh, he must continue a short space.
So when Britain was to come up, he came for a short space, because Britain at one point there's a reason they call it Great Britain, all right, because Britain ruled most of the known world at a point in time, just like Rome did. And it even came over here, and what they were called the British colonies. Go ahead, Noah. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Yep.
And the beast that was and is not, even is.
So here goes again. It says that the beast that was and is not. Go ahead.
Even he is the 8th.
And so the beast that was and is not. So we're talking about the beast again, the Roman Empire. Okay. Go ahead. Start at 11 again, the top of 11.
Revelation 17 and 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th.
And that 8th is talking about the United States of America, okay? Babylon the Great, go ahead.
And is of the 7.
And is of the 7, because what? America comes out of these 7, the 7 heads, the NATO, okay? But what? It directly comes from the 7th head, Britain, okay? Because who was the last country America fought off? Great Britain, right? In the Revolutionary War. It directly comes out of the 7th head, but it comes from the 7. All right, the seven heads, NATO. They go by NATO today. Go ahead.
That's not. And goeth into perdition.
Hold on, so like hold on, go ahead.
Yeah, read up again. It says also that he is the eighth, even though it doesn't have an eighth head.
Exactly.
It's talking about America as a different entity, but it was a culmination of all those heads.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So it says he is the eighth and is of the seven and goeth into perdition.
And so there goes that word again. So he goes. What does America go around doing, man? America's been nothing but robbing, murdering, and stealing shit from everybody around the planet, man. If a brother want to get Revelation, we already got actually
18 again.
no, we already got that actually. Yeah, but that's what I was gonna get. You already got the perdition, right? You got that word. Okay, so you know who on the planet is going around destroying shit, man? Who going around making merchandise of everybody? It's America, man. Go ahead.
And verse 12. Okay. And the 10 horns which thou sawest.
All right, so the 10 horns, which would be the EU, okay, which started with 10 countries originally. I think originally, originally I think it was like 5, but among the next few years, they became 10. All right, now it's up to 28, like the brother said. And this is, you can get this on the EU. Matter of fact, I might have it pulled. Hold on, might have it still pulled. No, I don't have it still on the website, but nonetheless, you can go on the EU website, the European Union website, and go check this whole shit out. And matter of fact, how did they get started? The Treaty of Rome. Going to show you that this beast is all about Rome, man. The beast is Rome reincarnated. But what? Who's heading that beast? It's the whore, exactly. Who's riding? Because what? When you're riding something, you controlling it. All right. If you ride a horse, you telling it which way to go, what to do. All right, so that Treaty of Rome was established to make the EU, which are the 10 horns. Go ahead.
I can bring it up. It says the 10 horns represent the common market or the European Economic Community, the EEC, and that was established in 1958.
Yep.
Today it's known as the European Union, the EU.
And you got some countries that are part of NATO that are also, so you got some countries that are the heads, all right, or the 7 heads or NATO that are part of the EU as well, all right, and vice versa.
And the original 10 that was brought out was Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy,
Luxembourg,
Netherlands, Greece, Ireland, England, West Germany. That's 10.
Yeah,
right, there's more now.
Yeah, it's 28, like the brother said. Go ahead, Doug. Continue on.
Reading on. Okay. Let's start at 12. So Revelation chapter 17:12, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
So the meaning there are 10 different kingdoms. All right. If you got 10 kings, that means there are 10 different kingdoms. Go ahead. Which is still part of the beast. All right. They all still for the beast. Go ahead.
Which hath received no kingdom as yet.
Yeah, so at that time they didn't have there wasn't no Luxembourg, there wasn't what Greece or not but they those countries, those 10 horns, they weren't in power yet. You know, they didn't have their own kingdoms like because what Rome had them in subjection at that time. You know, they were in tributaries to them. Go ahead.
Okay, it says which have received no kingdom as yet. Go ahead. But receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
All right, and if 1 hour with the beast, when did you say the EU came into power?
1958.
1958. All right. Now say 1 hour with the beast. 1,000 years is one day to the Lord. Now you do the math. All right. 1 hour would be frankly around 42 years or so. Okay. Do the math. All right, because when did they actually get established? You gotta do the research into that. But continue, brother. So now you see this shit is lining up. All right, so now this is getting realer and realer. meaning that America's that whore and the judgment is at hand. Because this whole chapter is leading up to the destruction of America. Go ahead.
Verse 13. These have one mind.
These have one mind because what? They all the same beast. Yeah, they got they're different horns, but it's still a part of the same beast. Go ahead.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Exactly. Because what? Whether they're from Luxembourg or Germany or from Britain, they still giving their same power. Because what? It's still the same Edomite supremacy. They still about the same Edomite
Claim.
Edomite claim. They're still for the same goals, so to say.
And notice it doesn't mention the Medes or Russia in this because that's a whole different ball game right there. They play another role in this thing.
Yeah. Even though the Russians, the modern day Russians are still Edomites,
yes,
but they're not part of this system.
Not part of the beast.
Not part of the beast, exactly. Even though they are Edomites, for the majority anyway, or for because the Most High is going to use Edom to take down Edom.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The ruling class of Russia are Edomites.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Putin. First of all, Putin. Well, really, I mean, that's for another show. But really, because Putin's from Amalek anyway, so Putin's a so-called Jew. But I believe the apostles brought that out. A couple.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so it's all fun, it's all puppets and bullshit anyway. Because it all stems back to the beast, man. Because the beast is the one that's ruling the world at this point in time. That's why I say that whoever so worship the beast will take his mark. You think that Russia got their own thing going? Nah, Russia's going according to what the beast got to say. Because who's controlling the beast? The ones that are at the top, the elite of Esau. Okay, so it don't matter where in the world they are, they're still part of the beast at the end of the day, because they're taking orders from the beast. They're taking orders from the top elite. All right, there ain't no such thing as free will in this place. All right, and first and foremost from the Most High, and especially from the Most High, but the banking elite, all right, which call themselves Zionists and which really, you don't see these people on the news. You can't really find too much info on them. You can find them, might have to get some Google images and whatnot, but for the most part, the people that's the head in this thing, all right, you're not gonna find them on television, okay? That goes to show you Donald Trump and Putin is nothing but puppets, all right? They got strings on their backs. Go ahead, though.
All right, now it gets good. All right, verse 14. So it says, "These shall make war with the Lamb."
So who? Those horns, the EU and NATO, all right, the 7 heads, all right, the 10 horns, which now we know is 28 countries, all right, they're going to make war with the Lamb. Get second Ezra 13 and 8. What you got, brother?
I got a scripture telling who the Lamb is.
Go ahead, get that.
All right, so this is John, St. John, chapter 1, verse 29. It says this: "The next day John seeth Yahushua coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of the Most High, which taketh away the sin of the world." So Yahushua is the Lamb that's talking about in Revelation chapter 17. All right, the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So what's it saying? It's saying that these talking about those 10 horns, 7 heads and 10 horns, they're gonna make war with Yahushua. You got it, brother.
So the beast is gonna make war. All right, with the Lamb, talking about Yahushua. All right, go ahead and get that.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 13 and what?
13 and 8.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 8. "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him."
All right, so those are gonna be the mainly, all right, the heads and the horns. All right, they eat this beast. All right, even though there's gonna be other nations amongst that is gonna be doing this, but go ahead.
to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight.
So they're gonna be shitting their pants, gonna have streaks in their underwears, right? Burnouts in their underwears. But what? They still gonna be they still gonna fight. Go ahead and fight who? Fight the Lamb, like the brother just read. These shall make war with the Lamb. Go ahead.
In verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came.
Actually, that was it on that. Yeah. So they're meaning they're gonna fight the Lord when he makes his grand return. All right, and it don't matter how you feel now and how you feel at that moment when he cracks some skies. He's the Most High is gonna put it in their hearts to fight against him. All right, and this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels. That dragon is talking about that beast. All right, talking about the Roman Empire, and it's all reincarnated again. All right, because the NATO and the EU, all right, mainly America is the Roman Empire, all back again. Okay,
and if you read that same chapter, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. Chapter 12, starting at like 3, or you can start at 1. It goes into the horns and the.
Yep.
You there?
The ground. Yep. Mm-hmm. But back in verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right, and that's what's gonna happen, man. All right, these Edomites, they're gonna lose. It's gonna be a landslide victory when the Lord returns, man. And they're gonna be casting to hell, man. Meaning they're gonna go through some shit, boy. When that slavery comes around, boy, these niggers are gonna go through some shit.
Yep.
All right, from the top elite down to the niggas we see on the corners begging for change. All right.
And that also proves another thing too. It proves that when it talks about the devil and Satan, it's not talking about a mystical being. It's in this case, all right, in this particular scripture, it's talking about the beast. I don't know who's the beast. Beast these nations, and who's running these nations, the so-called white man.
Yep.
All right.
It all goes back to Esau, man. And who's running America? Esau. All right, but continue on, brother. So, verse 14 again.
Yep. These shall make war with the Lamb, Yahushua, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
Yeah. So Yahushua is gonna, like we just read, man. Yahushua is gonna destroy these niggas, man. Destroy anybody that comes up against him. Luke 19 and 17. All right. What is it? Luke 19 and 17, or is it Luke 19 and 27? Luke 19 and 27, actually. Let me get it real quick. This is Luke 19 and 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me, man. So if Yahushua is saying, whoever don't want to bow down to me, bring them here and slay them, kill them, what do you think he gonna do to those that are actually fighting against him?
Yep.
He gonna destroy them, just like he gonna slay them. If he gonna call his men to bring whoever don't want to bow down and slay them in front of him. All right, because there's always people left after a war, and if they don't want to bow down, they're gonna get killed. They might as well just join the army. They might as well just join the fight, because they're gonna die regardless if they don't want to bow down. But go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen faithful.
God, that's talking about first and foremost the elect. All right, the angels, but mainly the elect, man, because we are what to say? We are called and chosen, because it says many are called, few are chosen. But we were called and chosen, and we faithful because we're gonna endure to the end, because we got that faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. Continue.
Verse 15, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest.
All right, so now it's going back to the the first verse, I believe, where it said that. Let me read it. It said, Revelation 17:1, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon the waters. All right, so now it's going to break it down. John's going to break it down what the waters is talking about. Go ahead.
And he saith unto me, the waters
Uh-huh.
thou sawest where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
And that's America. Okay. Don't they call America the melting pot? Don't America got every nation under the sun here? Don't America got a multitude of people? Don't it got a diversity of languages here? Cultures. America got every nation under the sun over here, man. You got Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Africans, crackers. Every damn nation. There's probably not one nation under the sun that's here, man. And I'm talking about the 18 nations of the scriptures, man. I ain't talking about Slovakia and Czechoslovakia. I'm talking about the 18 nations of the scriptures, man. All right. So that's talking about America. Go ahead.
But just to say, even all those other nations are here too. Even those minor nations, they're here too. Read it on, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
So we're talking about the EU now, NATO, or the EU. Go ahead.
These shall hate the whore.
So and it's becoming more evident by the day that that these horns or EU, right? These nations that were confederate with America at one point, these allies, so to say, are starting to hate the whore, thanks to Donald J. Trump. All right, he's helping push these prophecies, man. You got what is it? Britain that's talking shit. You got Germany that don't even want to deal with America, and so on. And it's becoming more evident by the day that these scriptures are coming to fulfillment, man, because it's clear. Hey, what didn't Trump say that the EU or NATO was a waste of money and this and that? Oh, they're not helping us, so the hell with them. Hey, he's helping push these prophecies, man, and people don't even know it.
And the spirit that actually started back when George Bush was president, the second George Bush, when he went to war in the Middle East, that got a lot of these other countries, started looking at America as a bully, and that's when the hate started to bubble up. And then Obama took it over and prolonged the wars. Now this motherfucker's in office, and now it's clear like these nations are starting to cut ties with America. They're starting to do away with our currency. All right, they're starting to get their own currencies. You got places like Turkey, who is part of the NATO and the EU. They're slowly switching sides. All right. So this is clear, like the brother was saying.
Go ahead. Brother got a preset 51 to start at 1 at the top. Because it said, well, actually finish that scripture off first, brother. 16, verse 16.
Read 16 again. It says, and 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
So these nations, the EU, all right, they're gonna be the first and foremost shooting these missiles right after Russia, all right. But America ain't gonna have no allies, man, because it said that the 10 horns are gonna hate the whore, man. So these people are and it's already the everyday person in Luxembourg and what else? Germany and Denmark and Spain. They fucking hate you, goddamn Americans, man. You fucking idiots, man. They hate you people. They despise you. Especially the French, man. Those French people hate you Americans, man. Anytime they hear the word America, they'll spit on the ground. You stupid Americans. Puh, you stupid Americans. Yep. I've seen that shit, man. They fucking hate you people, man.
Yep.
Let's see how they're gonna burn her with fire. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them.
So and what did we read in verse Revelation 17 verse 5? And upon her her forehead was the name written Mystery Babylon the Great. Go ahead. So now we know what we was talking about. It's talking about America. This is what's coming to America. This is America's judgment right here. Go ahead.
And against them that dwelleth in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
A destroying wind. It's talking about the nuclear missiles, man. All right, them ICBMs. The weapons of mass destruction. Go ahead.
And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land.
Yeah, because these missiles are going to empty this land, or like it said in Revelation 17 and 16, make her desolate. It's gonna, if something's desolate, it's empty, it's gone, done, finished. Fiend. Go ahead.
For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
The day of trouble they shall be against her round about. All right. They. First and foremost, the allies, Russia, China, India, Pakistan, Korea, Iran. Well, now we're speaking on the allies of America, so-called. Go ahead.
Against Salah. In the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow.
That's right, man. So the archer's gonna bend their bows and shoot them nuclear missiles off, man. Them silos, all right, the submarines. What else you got? They probably got a satellites with missiles on them, ICBMs. All right. And how do you shoot off a bow, or how do you shoot off an arrow? You got to bend that bow. Go ahead.
It says, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigand.
It's like armor.
Brigani. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Exactly. So the Most High is going to destroy all you fucking idiots in the American military. Your army proud. What is it? What they say? Army. I don't know what the fuck they got saying that. Army strong. The Marines, the few, the proud. Man, you fucking idiots are gonna be destroyed, man.
And I got something to go with that. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 41. Says, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth.
That's right, man. So what? A great nation shall come from the north. Talk about Russia, man. Russia's gonna come and fucking destroy you, simple ass Americans, man.
And a great nation.
And a great nation.
And many kings.
And many kings from the coast. So from everywhere, China, man. People are gonna come and destroy you.
North Korea.
Yeah, go ahead and finish that off, though. And then go to verse 9, though.
This is verse 42. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy.
Oof. So these Russians are going to be cruel and not show mercy on you fucking idiots here in America. Go ahead.
Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses.
Yep. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Now he just played something.
I hit the button.
And they shall ride upon horses.
Yep. Meaning they're gonna have power, man. They're gonna be riding on that tanks, fucking jets,
missiles,
whatever the Most High got for you idiots, man. Go ahead.
Everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon.
The daughter of Babylon, man. Because what? This is not the first Babylon, but it's the virgin daughter of Babylon, but it's Babylon the Great. Mystery Babylon. Go ahead. Because this is a mystery. Not everybody knows America is Babylon. That's like in Revelation 17, it said Mystery Babylon. Go ahead. Go to verse 9. Sorry, 9.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
And so an assembly of great nations is going to come from the north country. It's gonna be because what? It's gonna be spearheaded by Russia. But what? These like we're reading in verse 6, Revelation 17, 16, these horns, they're gonna hate the whore. All right. So you think
those are all nations in the north.
Because but yeah, that's true. Do you think that that because now in the news they showing that Britain and Russia are going at it because the chemical attack and a Russian spy died. You think that they're gonna give a shit about that when the shit hits the fan? Nah, man, they're gonna be in cahoots with each other to destroy America, man. Go ahead though, because it's gonna get to a point that I want to hit on about Britain. Go ahead.
And they shall set themselves in array against her.
Uh-huh.
From thence she shall be taken.
Yep.
Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
So it's gonna be like a expert man, expert marksman shooting these arrows, man. None shall return in vain. So they're gonna hit their marks. None shall break their rings, as the scriptures say. Go ahead.
And none shall return in vain, and Chaldea shall be a spoil.
Yep. Chaldea talking about America.
Okay. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh.
Yep. So all that spoil her shall be satisfied. So all them people that drop these missiles on America is going to be satisfied, man. But what? It's going to be short lived because we're going to come down them skies and put you idiots in subjection. Go ahead.
Because ye were glad.
Nah, man, this is the point that I wanted to get at. Go ahead.
Because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye were grown fat as the heifer at grass.
So what? A lot of these nations became rich off of America and the slavery that the Israelites had to endure in this place. But this is the point.
America.
Yeah, this is the point.
It says, as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded.
Go back, read 11 again, because it's talking about America, like the brother said.
This is verse 11 again. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage.
Yep. So the destroyers of mine heritage. Hey, because the scriptures say in the land that you recall, not or what had to go where you recall not my people in the land shall be called my people. Roughly paraphrasing.
The Lord's heritage is what the Israelites. Yeah. We are of the Lord's heritage. And what's that heritage going back to? That's the promises that was given unto Abraham. Okay, unto that his seed would inherit the kingdom. Man, that's the heritage that was given unto Abraham. Okay, the promise that was given unto him. Okay, and the so-called white man here in America has destroyed that heritage. Okay. Because you were grown fat as the heifer at grass, because they were just devouring our people, man. Yeah. The scripture says on plenty accounts about how this Esau, the so-called white man, has devoured our people, man. And if you look, America was made rich off the backs of the blood, sweat, and tears of our people, man.
Yeah. Most of these millionaires you got today, they became millionaires through slavery.
Yeah. Says, and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded.
Go ahead, read
she that bare you shall be ashamed.
And that's talking about Great Britain. All right, your mother shall be confounded. Right, so it's clear and evident that Britain is ashamed of America, man. Them people over there, they refuse to be put in the same basket as you Americans, man. They fucking hate you Americans because they are ashamed of what this word America and its history, man. All right, they refuse to be acknowledged on the same sentence, man.
You talk to anybody from over there from Britain, man, and ask them, or you can even just look it up in history, man. Just the way people speak English over here in America, man, that's a disgrace to them over there. They're like, oh, that's like shit language over there in America, man. They twisted it all up and did all this and that, to the English, because what they speak over there in Britain is the old English. Okay, that's the old English.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the ways, a really small minor thing that those Britain is ashamed of about America.
Yeah,
on a small level.
Hey brother, if you want to finish that out, those last two verses in Revelation 17.
17. All right. Revelation 17. I think am I echoing? No. Okay. For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree. And
what's the will of the Most High, man? That this place is going to be destroyed, man. Isaiah chapter 34. Jeremiah 50, 51.
Mhm.
Okay. All the precepts throughout the scriptures, Obadiah. Okay. All these scriptures that talk about the destruction of this system of the Roman Empire, which is run by the Edomites, okay, which created by the Edomites for the Edomites, okay. All the scriptures talking about the downfall of that man is the fulfillment of the or Salat. What is the way it's worded there? It says, for that's the Lord's will, man.
Yeah. And there's a reason that these nations haven't shot off missiles yet, because it's the Lord's will.
Okay.
Start at the top again, brother.
Verse 17. For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
God, well, actually, continue on.
Which is
Actually,
why they hate.
And to agree.
And to agree. Go ahead.
And give their kingdom unto the beast.
So there's a reason why these kingdoms are all part of the beast. All right. There's a reason why all nations are giving their power unto the beast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Even if they Ishmaelites or Moabites, they're still giving their power unto the beast. Because what? The Lord sanctioned it, because this is their time to rule. Go ahead.
Until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
All right. So what? It's going to be a certain time when the Lord is going to have these nations snap on America, man.
Yeah,
and that's it. Exactly. Revelation chapter 7, man.
When the elect is sealed, man, all hell's going to break loose out here, man.
Kind of like the brother read, what is it, Jeremiah 51, the destroying wind. Hey, they got 4 angels holding that wind back right now, man. According to Revelation chapter 7, man. Until the elect be sealed.
And if I may say this real quick, where it says, for the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, because these nations, man, and these leaders, okay, and the UN and EU, okay, they, in their minds, which is their heart, when you go into that word, heart is la'ab, okay, which means the mind, okay, they really want to just destroy America, man. But what did the scriptures say?
They can't.
But they still agree. Even though they want to destroy this place, they don't say nothing. They still agree with this devil. Okay, they still agree with what America says and what America wants to do. But once that elect is sealed, man, once the Lord's word is fulfilled, man, these other nations, man, are coming to destroy you fucking Americans, man.
Right.
And you guys are going to be in for a world of hurt. Okay?
That's right.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, man.
Yeah, with that, I'll read 17 again. It says, for the Most High has put in their hearts, their minds, to fulfill his will. So the will has to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
And it's been put in their minds. This hasn't been put into play yet. And it says, and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So they're going to do so until it's been fulfilled. So everything has to come to pass every way. So they're gonna agree. They're gonna agree with the beast, and then they're gonna hate the whore.
They're gonna hate it.
They're gonna agree with the whore. They're gonna hate the whore, and then the words will shall come to pass.
Yep.
And then verse 18, which is the last verse in the chapter, it says, "And the woman which thou sawest."
So that whore, that great whore, according to the first verse. Was it the first verse? The second verse, actually. Go ahead, though.
All right. So it says, verse 18. So it says, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city.
God, that whore, that great whore. Go ahead, read it again, Bible Shaw.
America the Great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they call it America the Great, Con. That great whore.
Mm-hmm. Make America great again.
America the great whore.
Yeah. So it says, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, or in this case, country, which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
And there you go. That's America to the T right there, boy. America got embassies every which way you go. America is telling people what to do, what they can't do. They putting sanctions on people. So that goes to show you the great city which reigns over the earth is that great whore, or that woman, that great slut, all right? That dirtbag slut that nobody likes, man. That run down bitch got more miles than a Honda Civic slut, all right? That's America for you, man. But what? It's always the loud. Hey, America's like a loud black woman, man, trying to usurp authority over everybody. Okay, trying to tell everybody what to do. And guess what? Eventually that bitch gets smacked the fuck down. And that's what's about to happen to America, man. Because what? America got rulership, so to say, over everybody, man. They went into Libya, they fucked them up. They went into Iraq, they fucked them up. They went into Afghanistan, they fucked them up. They went into Syria, and look at the condition of them. All right? And that goes to clearly show you they reign over the kings of the earth, man. They tell people what to do, man. So, you know, in the forefront anyway.
Well, if they don't do what they're told, man, what do? They take away their money.
Sanctions and shit.
They
Tariffs.
put sanctions on.
What Trump just do? Tariffs and shit.
Yep. And what now you all hemmed up. Okay, you're losing money. But now what? What did the Most High set up, man? He allowed these countries to set up their own system of monetary funds so that they don't have to depend on the whore no more. So we can see slowly, the men of the Lord can see slowly but surely that these other nations, man, they are starting to get away from this whore, because when the Lord, like the brother in the scriptures has said, when the word of the Most High is fulfilled, they're gonna just say, "To hell with you. We don't give a damn about you," and America's gonna try to step down on them. And then what's gonna happen? They're gonna destroy her. Okay, because in their mind they don't need America no more. So we could just go blast these motherfuckers out of the face of the earth.
Okay. You got anything, brother?
That'll be it.
Go ahead and close it out, dude.
God, and you know, with that, Lord willing, you brothers were edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakah Kodash. And shalom to Joachim who tuned in. And you know, until next time, we say shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
God.
Mawatla Babal.